everyone, and welcome to my channel. I'm Lorena Creole, and of course, with me is Retro Nerd Girl, and
Yeah.
welcome yet again to another watch party. How are you, my dear?
Doing really good. How about you?
I'm doing good. I'm
Yeah.
doing well. Staying safe from the crazy sun outside. It's so hot here. Oh, it's
God.
so hot. But I'm inside. I'm chilling. Been inside all day, and looking forward to for a watch party for yet another classic Disney princess film. I haven't seen this one in
Me too.
the longest time, so I'm very much looking forward to it. When I first saw it, it's like years ago that I saw it. It was fun. I loved it because I liked Vanessa Williams singing the songs. I
Oh,
was like,
yes.
I love that, and
Mhm.
it was just so much fun, like to watch. And then after learning a lot about my family's history,
Okay.
now this film is even more interesting. Um, to me. So there's some parts that I'll fill in,
Okay. Yes.
as we go along, as to why. But when it came out, that's what I remember. Vanessa Williams sang
Mhm.
most of the songs. It was the first one that was set like actually had an American setting. The songs by Alan Menken, of course,
Oh, yeah.
we all know who he is, and one of those stories of um of American history that a lot
Mhm.
of us grew up learning about,
Yeah.
Pocahontas and her saving John Smith, from getting killed, and the settlers coming over to the New World and what was going on with that. So I can't wait. Just the little peaks that I saw before I started the stream. I'm like, yet again, just
Yes.
this amazing 2D animation that just
Oh,
so
yes. Okay, I
oh,
will probably be geeking out about the animation, because just the way they drew the faces and the emotion for the characters, just incredible. Just, and I think Mama Odie owes something to Grandma Willow Tree for sure.
I would agree. I would now that you bring it up, I would totally agree with that
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Well, folks, we are going to get started in a bit. However, before we get started, if you do not have a copy of Pocahontas, you can watch it for free
Yeah.
on YouTube. So there's a version that is on YouTube. But like last time, I've got a version to put on screen that YouTube likes and will not, uh, take down my stream, but there is not audio to it. It's more just to give you a reference for where we are, because frankly, you're here for the commentary that we're going to give you to
Yeah.
as we go along. So while you guys do that, let's see who we have got up here in the chat. We've got Moonbeam.
Hi,
All
Moonbeam.
right, Retro just got done with Dirty Rotten Scoundrels, and now AJ and I are ready for Pocahontas. Did you do watch
Yes.
party for Dirty Rotten
Yes.
Scoundrels?
Oh my God. So good. It's so good. I don't know.
That is so funny. I'm laughing because, oh my gosh, Steve Martin and Dirty Rotten
Yeah.
Scoundrels.
Yeah. So
It's
funny.
even funnier than his part in the movie The Jerk. And I did not think he could top that.
Yeah, yeah. I think it's because you got the straight guy and the funny guy thing going on. And
John Cleese.
Steve is, is just using all of his body language to like just do everything. It's insane. I mean, the one scene where they're just walking and trying to lean on a pillar. It's just so funny. And Michael Caine is like, okay, this is how you do it. And he does it so
Oh,
gently
that's
and
right. It was
so
Michael
like
Caine, not John Cleese. I'm sorry, I got
he
that
does.
mixed up. Yeah.
Well, you know who else is in there? Ian McDermott is in this too as the butler.
Oh, that's too funny.
Yeah, yeah, it's so good. Oh gosh. Guys, anyone, everybody, if you haven't seen it in a while, this is like I wish Hollywood make movies like this again. They were really great. And there was nothing controversial in there. You don't even have to say like, hey, it needs to be adjusted for the time. It's perfect. It's perfect. So,
It's so darn funny. Oh my gosh. That's one of my favorites. I think I have that one on physical media. That's like one of the
oh,
absolute classics to
yeah,
like to
yeah.
have.
Yeah, you need that in your collection. Hi, Chef
You
Nation.
do. Yes, you do.
Yeah,
Really
yeah.
do. Good seeing you, Chef Nation. And we have got Keely Chow in the
Hi,
chat too
Keely.
as well. Hello, hello, hello. We've got Amy Jo Johnson in the chat.
Hello.
Good
Good
to
to
see
see you again.
you. And let's see, we have Charles Ratliff in the chat. So just finished watching Pocahontas on Freeform at a restaurant. The ladies there love Beetlejuice and Disney.
Nice.
Beetlejuice is definitely one of
Oh,
my
yeah,
favorites.
yeah. Yeah.
I love that one. They better not mess up the sequel. There's they better not. That's all. That's all I'm gonna
I know.
say. Got Peter here, Peter Reeler. Good to see you. Good to see you.
Hi,
And
Peter.
let's see. And this film has two versions, standard and extended. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay. That I didn't know. So we'll.
Ooh, do I have the right one? Let me see.
That's the question. Do I have
Okay.
the right one?
Mine is 121 minutes.
That's what. That's around about what mine is.
Okay.
So guess what? You guys will let us know. Haven't seen this movie since I was a kid back in 95. Yeah, it's been well, I won't say that long because I remember seeing it and then I had to get the version on DVD for my daughter because she wore that one out because we had to buy the
Yeah.
DVD and then we had to buy the costume that went with it, because you had to get all of that stuff,
Oh, yeah,
to
yeah.
together, which I thought was pretty cool. Just Around the River Bend and Savages. Those songs struck with me for a bit. I love
Oh,
Just Around the River Bend.
oh, yeah, yeah.
Oh God, I absolutely love that.
I'm gonna start tearing up when that happens.
It's just again with these songs, especially being penned by Alan Menken, who's like a genius with all these songs. Again, just how important the soundtrack is to go with the film. I mean, let's
Yeah.
put it this way, anime knows this. Godzilla Minus One, which is on Netflix right now by,
Nice.
yeah,
Okay, I gotta check it out.
yeah, that's on my list. Actually, I'm gonna watch I'm gonna watch that while I'm washing dishes tonight.
Oh, I'm
And
gonna
let's
put
see,
that
Jerry is here. Paul is
down. Hi,
here.
Jen.
Good to see you. Good to see you. And we're gonna go ahead and get on ready. So let me bring this screen up here. So, as I said earlier, this is just for reference while we go about doing our commentary.
Mhm.
You're just going to be able to see like the closed captioning and all of that. And why am I starting at 7 seconds? Okay, whatever. Looks like we're going to be 7 seconds off. I'm sorry about that. That's what happens when you don't pay attention when you're rendering the video. Spiritual musical marvel. Yes, absolutely,
Oh, yeah.
absolutely.
So much emotion in the words and the way it's sung, the melodies, everything. It's
Colors of
just
the
so
Wind.
good.
Oh
Yeah,
my gosh.
yeah. So good.
Ooh.
So good.
Yes,
I gotta
yes.
see that.
Netflix is going to get crashed tonight. That's all I'm going to say for people
Oh,
trying to
man.
watch Godzilla minus one. I cannot
Yeah.
wait.
I
Cannot
can't
wait.
wait too because I wanna see it.
Oh, you were going. Oh my gosh, you're going to love it. You're going to tear up in
Oh,
so many, so
man.
many ways. Okay, all right. So you guys ready? I'm gonna go ahead and where's my Let me make sure I have my audio copy
Mm.
queued up, which I thought I had. Where the heck is it? Yeah, here it is. I'm not too happy with. I think Disney started cracking down on passwords. I'm like, why are you asking me to put my password in again? I already did this a
Oh,
long time
no.
ago. Long time ago. So we're good. Just to let people know, Disney will probably, if you pull up Disney Plus, it'll probably have a brain fart. Like, I don't know what password did you give me? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And I get 3, 2, and 1. So I've got the timestamp up there as well. You guys can see where we are. And I love how this starts out with
Yeah.
like the drum, with the snare drum.
Oh, yeah. I may be, like, a few seconds before this
Okay.
scene.
Yep. So one of my ancestors, Stephen Hopkins, who he went to the Mayflower colony, but before he did that, he was sent to the Jamestown colony, but he got shipwrecked in Bermuda.
Oh, no.
About the Yeah, he got shipwrecked in Bermuda. Eventually they were able to, put things back together and wind up finally sailing to Virginia. But that's where he went first. And then when he left with the Mayflower, he was the only passenger who had ever been to the New World before, because at Jamestown they were very ill prepared.
Mm.
The first expedition that went to Jamestown, which was lost. And then so when John Hopkins, excuse me, yeah, so when Stephen Hopkins got to Jamestown, they were eating shoe leather.
Yeah.
And I know it's kind of gross. There's like cannibalism and all that kind of going on, but
Ugh.
they were ill prepared. They didn't have the clothing. They weren't prepared for how harsh life was there. A lot of them didn't want to do any manual labor.
Wow.
So yeah, by the time he showed up, they showed up with provisions and everything. They were just like, no, this is a hot freaking mess. It was
Man.
horrible. But yeah, these crossings across the Atlantic were
Yeah. Oh,
not
brutal.
easy.
Yeah. And it's a large body of water for you to be like, and that sun is so hot. There's no cover for that sun.
None. Oh, Percy. I remember the dog. I remember the dog. Yeah, we're doing it, Chef Nation. We're doing it. 9 o'clock. I gotta set it up. Yes, we are doing it. Let's see. When Mel Gibson was making good films, The Patriot, still my favorite movie. Yeah, I love The Patriot.
Yeah.
I don't care if I'm a minute behind. I was 3 chapters ahead. I need to rewind. I hear you. Mel Gibson was John Smith. And
Yeah.
Christian Bale
Christian
was in this.
Bale. Yes, he's being saved right now, Tom. And that other voice that you're hearing, Ben, is Billy Connolly, who's, like, been in everything. He's so good.
I love Billy Connolly.
Yeah, he's so good.
Yeah, sure, sure. We'd save you. Maybe.
Well done, Swift. I love that voice. Mhm. And then with the little dog. Wow, wow.
I love that darn dog.
No, I don't think, like, dogs like that don't bark, I don't think. But I'll buy it for Disney. I just love these stylized drawings of the characters, like, the bad guys that really have that look, "I'm a bad guy."
Yeah, like, you can look at them and tell,
Yeah.
"Hmm,
"You're not a nice person, are ya?"
no."
Yeah, they're talking about killing Indians.
Even if the film wasn't historically accurate. Well, it is Disney, so there's some
Yeah,
things that are, some things that aren't, and it's like an English teacher told me, it's like, "This is to entertain you. It's not to be it's not it's
factual.
artistic license. It's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
meant to be factual." I just said, "But if you really wanna step up your game, you find out what the facts are so you can,
Mm,
compare and contrast because the mindset at this time, and it was very true, was a conquest type of mindset. So the ones that went to Virginia were much different than the ones that came over from the Mayflower. They're pretty
yeah,
much like, we want religious freedom. We pretty much just want to live in peace, which they managed to do for quite some time with the Indian tribes that were there with the oh my gosh, with the Narragansett Indians. So it's kind of like depending on who you were, because the group of these guys who went to Jamestown were very much like the Spanish conquistadors. They just rolled in to
yeah.
try to take over everything. This is so beautiful. I
Beautiful,
love
right?
this.
Like, the way they just specifically drew the plants, the art of the trees, everything is like a love letter to planet Earth, you know?
Mhm.
So pretty. Look at that, look at that. Sick.
It's so gorgeous.
Yeah.
Another thing to add, remember, they had all these tribes that weren't necessarily friendly with each other.
Yes.
Some were not.
Yeah.
Hey, Anna Greco says hello. Thanks for offering this
Hello.
discussion. You're welcome.
Oh, those leaves are so pretty. Oh my god. The way they drew the colors on them. Oh, it's so pretty. And then Pocahontas is so gorgeous.
As she turns again, it's like the art turns around, like the camera turns around, and the leaves in
Yeah.
her hair, and how the water looks. I mean, details like this.
Yeah, yeah. The sunset, like, how the sky is, like, bright orange. It's so
Hmm.
gorgeous.
Miko the trash panda. This was freaking gorgeous. When she
Yeah.
dives down to the water. Mhm.
Well, you think that nobody could survive that though, for one thing, but I guess it's okay. Oh, no.
Yeah. She's like, no, I don't want to do this.
Oh, by the way, the hummingbird is Frank Welker.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
He
David
does
Ogden
everything.
Steers was Ratcliffe and Wiggins. Yes, David Ogden Steers. also known as Cogsworth, Beauty and the Beast. Yeah,
Oh.
Emily, I do too. It's that gorgeous
Oh, yeah, it is.
2D animation.
Yeah. Oh, no, poor guy. The hummingbird is still under the water. It's so cool how they're able to make how the 2 girls are look a lot alike, but they look different, you know?
Yeah, especially with with their features
Mhm.
and all of that. Again, like you were saying, they're similar but different. How the chief
Yeah.
has more chiseled, features. You can tell he's seen some things.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I remember when this came out, I remember people saying, "This wasn't accurate, that wasn't accurate." It's like,
Oh, yeah,
just
yeah, yeah.
y'all.
And I thought it was really interesting how people just were like, "Well, we don't care, we just like this." The music was great, and it was just a fantastic movie.
And it introduced some people to aspects of this culture that they may not have known before.
Yeah.
Who does the, chief's voice? He sounds so darn
Oh,
familiar.
um,
Is it Graham
it's,
Greene?
Russell Means is his name.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to look him up. I think his voice sounds familiar. So gorgeous.
And Jim Cummins is doing the singing voice.
Oh, okay, yeah, Jim Cummings, his singing voice is awesome.
Yeah.
And look at it's
Yeah.
I'm getting Mary Blair flashbacks with regards to, like, the art style.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, "Look at that."
Oh, is this her song? Yeah, I think so.
Yes.
There it is. Gosh, I haven't seen this maybe since
I
the early aughts. Oh, that's so pretty with all the seagulls in the sky.
Isn't it gorgeous? Charles, we are at 13 minutes and 43 seconds
Okay, child.
into Pocahontas. There's a little marker up top, but in case folks are just listening, that's where we are. And
Yeah,
Pocahontas is singing her signature song.
yeah.
I liken it to part of your world and reflection from Mulan. That's what I kind of do. I agree, Ina. It kind of depends on where you live too. There's some places that there's 0, and there's other places, like, especially here in Florida, especially, like, in Philadelphia, where there were so many tribes, we learn a lot about them, especially here. She's like, "Yeah, he's hot, but he's so serious."
Yeah, like I love the way they animated her hair too. It's just like doing its own ooh.
It's so gorgeous.
Yeah. Wow, it's so cool to see this again and to see how incredible this art is and why, I fell in love with it a long time ago, but then, as time goes on, other things should pop up, but this is great.
So is Hey, John Young, and yes,
Mm.
Pocahontas is so beautiful. Yes,
She's yeah. Oh, grandmother.
I love this.
Yeah. Oh, this is Linda Hunt's uh, uh, Shadow Mapes from Dune,
Mhm.
1984.
So serious. We wanna hear too.
I know, right? Aw, a little froggy.
It's wild because there's so many Disney loved to animate trees,
Mm,
so seeing, like, a talking mother willow as a talking tree, I think that's one of the reasons why I love it so much because Disney loved animating, like, trees and stuff.
yeah.
That poor frog. And all the leaves.
Oh, yeah, they're just so beautiful. She thinks those are clouds.
There's the Union Jack, y'all. Mhm.
I love his voice.
The English thought the New World was full of gold because the
Yeah.
Spaniards came back with so much of it. Like, boom, we here. David Ogden Stiers, I miss that man.
Yeah.
Gotta have the Scots. Yeah, because the English were in a race to try to colonize the New World because the Spanish already had a head start.
Oh, yeah. Huge head start.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Florida, California. She's like, "Who this?"
This is, who are these pale people who are rolling up?
This dude has hair the color of the sun. What?
Mm-hmm. Like,
They must look like aliens to them.
that's like how Cortez looked in when they landed in Mexico. He was like a fair-haired Spaniard. They'd never seen that. They'd never seen a fair-haired Spaniard, and they had also never met like an Afro Spaniard before. So it was like two
Oh,
sides of the same thing that the natives hadn't seen before. Oh, I didn't know that about Roddy McDowell. Wow.
what happened?
Wiggins was going to be Roddy McDowell, but he died during
Oh.
production.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's why he sounds just like him right now. Like,
Mhm. Yes, Jerry,
that's who I thought it
absolutely.
was.
Oh, I'm sorry, my dear.
Oh, no, no, I just said that's who I thought it was initially, but then
Hmm.
I was like, "Oh, no, it's not him."
Yeah, no gold in Virginia. That's a mistake that a lot of the English settlers made. They thought because the Spaniards were coming back with gold, that all of the natives in the New World had gold, and that was not true.
Uh-oh.
You want to trust a trash panda?
Don't don't
They got her back. Yeah, I'm gonna steal your food, steal your
yeah.
snack.
He ate it all.
Hmm.
Oh, no, he's gonna get the crumbs too. Yeah.
Yep. Leave nothing. Now the biscuit being food makes a lot more sense now. Because of the armor.
Ooh. Oh, wow. Looks like they're staying.
The King James the First, Jamestown.
Look at them.
There was tobacco in Virginia. Yeah, Sir Walter Raleigh. bought tobacco seeds to England, which he managed to pilfer off of the Spanish because the Spaniards were making a ton of money off of tobacco in the New World. And yep, cash crop grew in Virginia.
He stole all the cherries.
They are little bandits. This is about 16
Oh.
Jamestown, I believe, was 1607. So we're talking around that time. Near the it's like about near the end. I think like near the end of his wait a minute. No. No, James was after Elizabeth. I had to think there for a minute. You mean manual labor? Mm-hmm. Not too far north.
I know, right? You gotta go to where the other people found it.
Mm-hmm. But that was a state secret because the Spanish did not uh they didn't say they say where they went,
Mhm.
but not exactly any details about where they went. So English paid privateers to pretty much spy on the Spanish to find out information about where they were going, and would
Mhm.
hijack their ships. So that is historically accurate when they were talking about the Spaniards. And it's
They were
not like due to
panicking.
some high ranking official, because if he was, he would have stayed in England.
Yeah, yeah. Well, he was saying that people were laughing at him in court,
Hmm.
so he
Like with the
plans on taking
Span.
over the taking the crown too?
He's like, I want to be rich, like some of those conquistadors who didn't have two pieces of eight to rub together, went to the New World, came back filthy, stinking rich. Love the sinister look on his face.
Yeah.
Mm. Hey, Equus Heart says you mean 1607 in the opening song. Okay, thank you. Because that's the year that Jamestown was founded. Oh wow.
And Mel Gibson is doing his own singing. That's pretty good.
I love it. 4 years before the King James. Oh yeah. Yes, nobles don't work. They're like, no, I don't want to do manual labor.
Yeah, no. That's why they're nobles.
Yes, that was one of the things about the Mayflower colony. They were like, everybody has to work.
Mm,
If you don't work, you don't eat.
wow,
It's that
what a beautiful scene.
and the mist up on the
Yeah.
waterfall. We're at 29 minutes and 10 seconds, folks. Like there's somebody behind me.
Yeah, he knows something's up.
Mm-hmm.
I like how they have her bite her lip just then, and it's just so
Hmm.
subtle.
It's the little details.
Yeah.
Like I'm safe enough away to, to look. This year, the year this movie came out was insane. This was when the internet was new. A Goofy
Oh, yeah.
movie, then Toy Story came out, and then finally this. Yeah. Goofy movie, which we're going to watch in 2 weeks. Man, that freaking love that movie. It's so fun. And of course, yeah, Toy Story. Pixar burst on the scene. It was crazy.
Oh, no. He's like, "What?"
It's like, hmm.
And she's like, "Oh, boy, is he gonna shoot me?" I like I like this. They're, like, taking some time, with this moment,
Mm-hmm.
and you don't know what they're gonna do. If she's gonna run off or if he's gonna.
Because he knows he's not really, he knows he's not in danger.
She's like, "Ah, I just barely."
I forgot that they did this. 'Cause I'm like, they don't both speak English. Okay, I guess.
Oh, look at that.
So you're like, oh, you're hot. Oh, I love this.
Yeah. The raccoon's like, "No, let this happen."
Yeah, get back here. I don't I need to know what art style inspired this one. I want to say part of it is part of it's like Mary Blair art style. It's not the same art style as The Little Mermaid.
So something magical just happened, so she speaks English. They started out one way.
Mhm. Yeah, they figured they said we'll do the universal translator thing here.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Stunt Brad 777 Smith.
"Oh, hi, Stop
Yeah.
Rat."
So good to see you, my
Yeah.
dear.
Oh
My
my
little
goodness.
brown-eyed girl wanted to be Pocahontas for her second Halloween. So darling. The
Uh,
Pocahontas costumes were so cute. Oh my gosh. When they
mm,
came out.
yeah, they were. Now I know that Mattel just started, making the dolls again, and there's one I have my eye on, the Pocahontas, and I was like, "Ooh, she's so pretty."
I almost bought the Disney Princess Designer Collection doll Pocahontas, but I'd already bought four. I was like, I can't.
Yeah,
and it
a
was
lot.
tempting. Oh my gosh.
Oh, no, they're fighting.
Percy, you little punk.
Oh
Mm.
no, he shot somebody. Oh, no. I was gonna come on, guys, you guys gotta get out of there.
Yep. Roll.
Wiggins is, like, hiding somewhere.
Mm-hmm. See the cabin boy? He's the cabin boy.
Yeah.
But yeah, they had to build like a fort quickly.
Oh, no.
The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
And, Pocahontas is, like, just hanging out with one of them.
Hmm. Like, so tell me more about yourself. Much props, Stunt Brad 777. Oh my gosh.
Oh my
She's so amazing.
god.
Oh, by John Candy, but you know what happened there? Hmm.
What happened? Oh.
Yeah. Crash Panda gonna eat all your food. You got some more food?
Oh, he was looking for
Get you to
food. Yes. He's such a charmer. Okay. It's just messing with the
actually
appetite.
actually it was like how the Quakers said hello. But
Mm.
yes, because the Quakers didn't bow or do anything like that, but to show that they were equal to other people, they would give a handshake. So that's like something that caught on here. Yes, it is. I love the music in this. It's like, oh my gosh, remember when the music was just all so beautiful? Oh, really, Peter? Yeah, from where I grew up in suburban Philly, I'm so used to you see Quaker meeting houses everywhere, Quaker private schools. So used to it. Mhm.
Hmm. That hummingbird is
Look,
always getting to him.
now this is true, y'all, because of course, well, then again, to be fair, the English thought that the Scottish were savages. So let's be honest.
You deserve that.
Yeah, you did. You did. Oh, awesome stunt, Brad 777.
Whatever.
That's amazing. I love that. Guys, so
Oh wow.
cannot see. Savage one is me. How can there be so much that
Yeah.
love this song? Oh my gosh.
So he thinks he knows everything, and she's got a lot of to teach him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what a beautiful song.
Love this.
Ah, the butterflies. He's ready to shoot the bear.
That that is a very good point in a Greco. I think historically, I think they learned each other's language, and eventually she learned and left because spoiler, according to history, both he and John Smith got married, moved to England. So that's
Mm,
actually a portrait of her in England of her, and she got to meet the was it King James that she met? I
mm.
forget which English monarch that she met, but she did.
No, I know that there was a part two to this, an actual like uh movie, but
Hmm.
where she did go to England. I didn't see it though.
I didn't either.
It's like I just like the first one.
This was one of those historical stories where I'm like, really, what happened to Pocahontas? They're like, yeah, it's just gorgeous portrait that was made of her.
It's
And
so
yes, there's
pretty.
several of their descendants that are still living today.
Oh wow, I did not know
Hmm.
that.
Yep.
Oh my god, I'm gonna cry.
I love this song.
Oh.
The color still.
Oh wow.
I love this. And that's the thing. It's like the lyrics of the song
So good.
always. Oh,
It's so funny because in the foreground it shows you the gun.
Jerry, it was Rolf with an E, Rolfe. Yes. It's like people had to learn new norms, especially these were groups of people have been isolated for like millennia. Then all of a sudden, because of sea travel, now you
Yeah,
have groups of people meeting other groups of people and having to figure out these new social norms that are going on.
yeah. We're still trying to figure out each other's social norm.
Yeah.
How many hundreds years later? Ah. Oh, the raccoon's back.
Like, yeah, you got food.
So
You oh my gosh, yeah.
the raccoon.
Can't catch me. Can't catch me. It's like, you doofus.
Oh boy. So he gets it in his mind that the Indians have uh gold.
Have the gold. Yeah, that was a huge point of contention when the English in the English colonies
Mhm.
in the Americas, where they thought that, "Hey, all the natives, the Spaniards ran in and have gold. How come you don't, how come you don't have gold?" There you go. Thank you.
Oh boy.
Oh, my dear, hang on to it. I'm gonna have news, on Monday. Yeah, thank you so much. I got
Uh,
something to send you too, actually. Ah, why you gotta give me that, dude? No, I'm not.
uh-oh. He's getting smart.
Don't say a word. Uh,
Man. Sister is so cute.
mm, mhm. That's true. She was. Yeah, in the sense that she was a daughter of the chief.
Yeah, she
Absolutely.
was. Yeah, she was a
Mhm.
yeah.
Mhm. I feel bad. I say you should enjoy the dark chocolate caramel bunnies. Yeah.
Oh, she says she thinks gold is corn.
Mhm. Not here. That would have been a Spanish piece of 8, actually.
Yeah.
And it makes sense because, it wasn't really about riches, but about being able to eat and using the husk to, like, dry out and use for construction or to stuff mattresses. Yeah, you did. Maybe.
I would freak out if a tree came to life like that. I was like, "What the heck?"
Mhm. Yes, it would be maize. Mhm. English called it corn, and it, like, stuck. S Spanish call it maize, M-A-I-Z.
Mm.
And the reason I know that is because I don't like corn tortillas, so I always have to say, "Solamente harina, no maíz." Only flour, no corn. Talking to a tree.
Yeah, I would freak out if
Hmm.
a tree came to life.
Like, no, I've seen too many horror movies. I'm out.
Oh, 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 okay. Oh boy.
I love Billy Connolly.
See her she just reminds me of Mama Odie so much.
She really does. I think the analogy is probably on purpose when they did Princess and the Frog. There's just too much that's coincidental about it.
Mm. Oh, that'd be a nice, like, comparison just to compare the 2
Hmm.
movies, and they're both American history. Oh boy.
And like the female sage character.
Mhm. Okay.
It is hard to animate water, and the fact that this is hand drawn, folks.
Yeah.
Wow. Edna Mode. I loved Edna Mode.
Oh, she's great, yeah.
Hey, Bonzo Kilborn.
"Oh, hi, Bonzo."
She says you're going hard on the watch alongs today.
Oh, yeah. You gotta watch all the movies you can. Watch 2 more movies that during this week.
Well,
Poor girl.
mm-hmm.
Oh, no. They're the mortal enemy. Oh, how cute. This is adorable. Oh, man.
This is back when Disney understood why animals were so freaking funny.
Yes. Yes.
That's like also why the Garfield movie was so funny and kids were laughing so hard. It's like animals do like crazy things. Bruh.
Oh, boy.
Yes, the battle for territory was very real. Absolutely, and a very real.
A savage.
Yeah, because that was nasty. Hardtack is like the worst. It's not even a biscuit. It's like flour and water and dried out and gross.
Mm.
Because the governor was the king's law in the colonies. Yes, I did hear that before. Yes. Oh, that's the other thing. They find out what? What do you mean there's no gold?
Mm. Oh, Thomas is gonna follow?
Mm-hmm. Remember, Thomas can't shoot. Isn't Radcliffe in Fantastic and Disney World? I think so. It's been years since I've seen Fantasmic, but he might be. I know he was in the oh my gosh, the show they have at Hollywood Studios, but it's like a projection show, not Fantasmic. It's a different one.
See, I'm not sure if did she do the right thing by going to get help?
Good point. Not sure. Thomas is Christian Bale before Nolan's Batman. Yeah, he's done.
Ooh.
Wow. Dropping truth bombs.
I know.
Remember when Disney would
All
do this
over
on the
this thing.
regular?
Yeah,
Yeah.
without making the audience feel like you've done something wrong, bad, bad, bad. It's just a general, like, almost like life lessons, wisdom bombs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Oh my
Oh
gosh, a heterosexual relationship.
no. Oh boy. People are like watching these two kiss. And it's like,
We can't have this happening. Talking tree would have me running. Same here. I can't remember if this was when Thomas actually learned how to shoot. Got to keep both eyes open.
oh no. I forgot what happened on this one.
Yeah.
Ah, such an intense moment.
Pour one out for Coco.
Oh no. Is he totally dead or is he partially? Is he only partially dead?
I think he's truly deader than Elvis. I think. It's kind of
I'm
like the
thinking about
scene
the
in
I'm thinking about the Princess Bride. Is he is he just partially dead or is he
Partially dead
fully
if he's
dead?
truly dead. Yes. This reminds me of this scene in Romeo and Juliet when Tybalt gets killed.
Mm,
Remember?
yes. This is a story that's a lot like um Romeo and Juliet, two people from different parts of the world or different factions, coming together.
Hmm.
It is exactly Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah, at this time period, as soon as you were able to have kids, you were expected to. Crazy, but yeah, but it's true. People didn't live that long. No worries, my dear. Yeah, your
Mm,
girl narked on you.
yeah, he would still be alive.
Hmm.
Huh. They're playing that music again. It's gonna make me cry. Oh wow, that's romantic.
You gonna make me cry, daggone it.
I know, right? This is like, dang, this is.
Like, dang, that's soap opera level right there.
And he watches her shadow. I mean, dag.
It's the details, y'all.
Oh no, now these guys are like, oh, he's like, and look what I done to them. I love the dramatic flair he's got going.
Remember, this is what Disney villains used to be, the
Yeah,
over the top, unrepentant villains.
yeah. They're not like you and me, which means they must be evil. Mm.
Almost like Kill the Beast from Beauty and the Beast.
Yes.
See, I like
Yeah.
how they show the ignorance on both sides.
Yeah, yeah,
It's not one-sided.
yeah. Wow.
Wow, look at the
That is
colors with that,
insane, yes. How
and the
creative too.
imagery.
Yeah, mm, just so creative.
Love it. Like, "Wait a minute, let me find this." Is he gonna find the compass he stole? What'd he get? But do you know where you're going now? Oh, okay.
See, they wow, they what great writing.
Yeah, as I would not have put those 2 together.
Yeah.
Go save your man, girl.
Alright.
Oh, that was the special edition song if I oh, the one that's missing? Okay. And Charles is right. There is a message in the song about tolerance, but without pushing the message. Yeah, because 'cause
Yeah.
they're basically reiterating what they've shown you,
Yeah, yeah,
and you put 2 and 2 together based on what you've been seeing as opposed to them, telling you,
yeah.
"Boom, you need to think this." "But
Wow.
daddy, I love him." Like, "Say what now?"
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. The leaves, they're oh, so beautiful. Okay, whenever I'm feeling contemplative, I want those leaves to blow in and like, "Yes, yes, I'm getting the answers right now."
I love that image.
Aw. Oh, no, this one. Uh-oh. He's gonna cause mutiny.
Mhm.
No! Look at Tom taking over. Ooh.
Mhm. Thomas, who couldn't even shoot straight.
Now he's like, "Okay." Oh, that's how
Yep,
they're
there we
putting
go.
it back to that's
Put you in a brig.
messed up. Imagine going through the entire Atlantic on that little boat. Yikes.
Tossing around, you have no privacy.
Mm, the sharks are gonna eat you in a week.
Mhm. No private bathrooms.
Mm-mm.
Ugh.
It's just the hot sun and salty water all around.
All around.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, it was
You brought them
yeah.
some food.
Mhm. To take back with you.
Oh boy.
I guess that's like codeine or something.
I know, right?
I love
Hey,
this scene.
he took a bullet for him.
Mhm. Yeah, well, I like you now.
Oh, they put together her necklace for her. That is so sweet.
Here, I'll even share it with you. There you go.
That's being nice.
Mhm.
I forgot how the end of this goes, so I'll be surprised. Oh, he says, "Come with me."
And
And
that's what made this so different.
she's like, I'm leaving with my man." Oh, aw. Ugh,
Yeah, I remember this one ended a little bit differently, although history-wise, yes, they did wind up together.
plus more,
I love the animation.
and that isn't it great? And, like, one thing that they wouldn't show today is 2 characters kissing. Yeah, that's out.
Yes.
Yeah, they wouldn't show that.
Like it's okay for, a man and a woman to have feelings for each other, feel attracted to each other. And we actually saw that build up, in the beginning.
Oh, yeah. That's why a lot of people just love this story. It's a love story.
And it's beautiful. It's not like over the top. It's not explicit or anything like that. It has a very, very wonderful message
Yeah.
in it of love, of tolerance,
Oh,
all of
wow.
that. Now, this part I remember.
Ah, that's so
Like,
beautiful.
oh, they doing us. And then the colors of the wind and the leaves going to the
I
boat.
know, it's so pretty.
Oh,
Uh, oh my God!
Y'all gonna make me be a hot mess of this darn movie.
Oh, look at how beautifully she's, drawn. So nice.
Gorgeous, and the color palette,
Ah, and
everything.
then they end it with, like, the picture frame and everything. So nice. Bravo!
And they did that in 90 minutes.
Yeah.
90 minutes.
Wow.
And they did this. Wow. They
Oh,
didn't have to drag it
wow.
out or anything. Wow. Yeah, this is when everybody starts bawling. Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
tell you,
this is hard. I was like, "Oh my god." I'm trying
I
to stop
haven't
myself from crying.
I haven't seen this in so long, but oh man, it's so good seeing stuff like this again, and it's why I like doing these watch parties for a lot of these classic Disney films, because it's like this is what we used to get.
Yeah, yeah. Love stories. We used to get, touching, emotional, stories that really hit the
Hmm.
heart, dealing with all of the subject matter of people of different groups, how they're treating each other, how they're looking at each other. It's just so it just hits the nail right on the head, and
Hmm.
it's such in the perfect way. Oh my god, I'm gonna cry.
It's just so beautiful, and that's why so
So much.
many so many of us get so like upset and annoyed at what Disney comes up with now, because it's like we know the things that you used to do
Yeah,
and do them regularly and have a gold standard of doing them regularly, and now you see other animation studios that are like picking up, like Pixar used to do this until
yeah,
whole thing
and
happened with Disney. Now they left them went to Skydance, but even with like Illumination Studios, with their films that you see, their
yeah,
animated films coming out, they have that simple messages. You get invested in the story. The
yeah,
technology is just a tool, but there's a universal story that is in there, like in this one,
yeah,
about tolerance, about the importance of love, you know and being able to be open-minded and understand, be open to new things, accept that you don't know everything, that you may
yes,
not know, you're down the wrong way, but the importance of learning, and that's the one thing that we miss from characters, when characters would screw up, but
yeah,
that's all character growth. It's just like, which one are you going to take? And when you're the audience, you're like, yeah, no, I've messed up at one period of time,
yeah,
so
yeah. I've certainly messed up quite a few times, and you're still alive. It's not the end of the world, but at the same time, you get to learn and like choose better choices. If you're smart, you learn. Sometimes you may make the same mistake more than once. These are just great stories. Uh, I cannot. I lament that we don't get this stuff anymore. Um, I really do.
yeah.
Even the movie, like, Up, like, that first,
Oh
like, well,
my
what was it?
god.
What, first 5 minutes where we have that little miniature story and
Oh my gosh.
so much heart, and it's about love, and it's about dreams, the dreams that you have and you create with other people, like, and grief and loss, and it like, true emotions, you know, um the other one, In and Out, up no, Inside which one is it? I
Is it
keep
Inside Out?
Inside Out, yeah, the
Mhm.
first one. I don't know what the second one doesn't look very good to me, I just that's a whole 'nother story. The first
Mhm.
one was so there's a point where Riley, like, breaks down, and I swear to God, it is just like, like, I am like a blubbering fool at that point, like, cause it just got, like, reached inside of me and just pulled out my soul, and I was like, "Yes, these are emotional beats I want to have when I look at something that is so simple as a cartoon or animation." I wanna
Mhm.
feel those feelings. I wanna feel those amazing feelings, and Pocahontas, my god, it nailed it. It nailed it. Oh my god,
Up
I'm still crying.
Up is a oh, it's okay, my dear. Up is a master class. That first 5 minutes of Up,
So
because when I
good.
saw that movie with my daughter, and she's maybe like 5, and I'm watching it, I'm like, "Oh my god, what is Pixar doing to me?" And she says, "Wow, Carl really misses Ellie." I'm like, "Oh lord, I'm about to freaking lose it." Little kids can figure that out by just and
Yes!
there's
None.
no dialogue
None at all.
whatsoever.
It
There's a
tells
little bit in the beginning, but from then on, it's like after, they have the initial dialogue of meeting each other as children, and then they just show you what happened, in their life. There was that. And
Yeah.
then in Inside Out, the original one, that scene with Bing Bong, I lost it. In the pile of lost
Yes.
memories, I was like,
Oh
"I'm
my
done.
god,
I'm freaking done."
that was another insane scene, and I was just like, "Oh my god, this is not gonna work for me. I'm just not gonna make it through this without crying."
I know.
Eh,
It was so sad, and then
eh,
I loved the first one because you worked through all these emotions, and they had
yeah.
not only, like, from Riley's point of view, but they even injected stuff from the parents' point of view, like
Oh,
like in the father's brain where they're like, "We need to put the foot down, get the foot ready," and they're, like, flipping all the switches.
yes,
They're
yes,
like, "Wait,
so
she's looking
good.
at us. Let's look
What
like
does
we're
that
paying
mean?
attention." I know.
Yeah, they're especially when they were, like, dealing with the teenager, they're like, "Well, wait a minute, what's this? What is this?" They were dealing with, like, a attitude or something. "What is this
Yes.
attitude?"
Mhm.
And dad
They're
was
just like
like, "Oh, you need to you need to lay down the law right now."
especially when the wife looked at him, is she wait, she's looking at us. "Oh, I guess we better do something. Okay, get the foot ready." Oh my gosh, you have to when you watch that and just the escalation of it's
Yes.
perfect. It's absolutely perfect how they did
Oh,
that. "Hey,
so
please
good.
understand." Yeah, yeah, haven't seen this movie in forever. No, they don't make movies like that anymore,
Yeah.
and yes, he is missed. Look for him over at Netflix because he's doing stuff with Skydance Animation
Oh, wow.
over at Netflix. So not only is it John Lasseter, but also Brad Bird, who directed The Incredibles,
Ah.
the one who directed Cars. They are now both at Skydance Animation
Oh, they
doing
need to
stuff
do
for
I need to see whatever it is they do.
I cannot wait. I cannot wait. Scoops Owl says Pocahontas is my favorite Disney female design, and her voice actress is gorgeous. Irene Bedard, she's the most gorgeous actresses of all time, in my opinion. Sadly, in real life, she doesn't seem like a nice person. Oh, okay. That I didn't
Oh,
know.
wow.
But I love Pocahontas's design, the character design. I did like that. And yes, Up is it is. It's so good. I
Yeah.
I did not expect the gut punch. I don't think
Oh.
I haven't gotten a gut punch in a Disney film. First that was that one from Up, and then in Toy Story 3
Oh,
at the
you mean
end when all the toys thought they were going to die.
that was hard. That was hard.
I'm like, "What am I seeing here? Are we really doing this? Are we really doing this?" And they all, like, grab hand.
It
I'm
was
like,
crazy, yeah.
that
I thought
one,
they were gone. I was like, "Oh, I guess they're ending the series."
I was just I was just like so many people were like at the end of Toy Story 3, you were just bawling
Yeah,
because of the experience because they were just like, we didn't expect to, we didn't expect to see that, you
yeah.
know, uh, at all. Hey, Kiss My Grits. I
Oh,
still get
hi.
emotional when listening to Vanessa Williams
Oh,
sing Color
she
of the Wind. You know what? When we
she's
watched
perfect.
Mulan last week, I
Mhm.
hope I can make it through reflection without crying. I love that song in
Oh,
Mulan.
man.
Again, it's with Disney films back in the day, they would show all the buildup to
Yeah,
these things. And when you see Mulan, the whole just fiasco that happens with the matchmaker, and then
yeah.
she sings that song. Oh my gosh.
Now, I didn't get to see the live action. I know they made a lot of changes, but I just felt like the animation animated version was so perfect.
It was. It was so perfect. It had purpose
Mhm.
because there was a reason, there was a true reason, and it was besides the fact of her going in her father's place, which he did not know, but they did much better exposition in the animated version because there was a way that she was going to be able to bring honor to her family by
Yes.
marrying properly. And when that went to hell on a rocket, your heart just absolutely breaks. And then she sees a way that, that she can help her father. And it's just
Oh,
it's
it's wonderful.
so much more heart, you emotionally buy into it. That's
Oh,
I want
yeah.
to say that's the moment where you truly buy into Mulan and what's going to happen with her. Kiss My Grit says, wouldn't Pocahontas have been a better retrofit for Splash Mountain at Magic Kingdom? Tiana works at Disneyland because of New Orleans Square adjacency. I would agree,
Mm,
especially since, and this is just me, this is how I feel about it. I think that Native American culture is more ingrained on the East Coast because we have so many cities and towns and things, especially in Florida, that are named after that have Native American names. So I think that would have fit absolutely perfectly. But man, I tell you, you
Jerry
you
says
you
Mushu wasn't included in a live action movie. I mean, that makes
I
that makes
hated
no
that.
sense.
It made no sense, and I didn't like that because
I'm so glad I
Mushu, you
missed
had to have Mushu because there was a cultural reason why Mushu had to be in the picture.
that.
And the comic relief and everything in that it was just great. It was just great. So yeah, I was like, no Mushu, no Mushu, no me. But unfortunately, I watched that darn live action
That
movie.
makes
It was
no
so not
sense.
good. It did not need to be made. I don't know why they made it, but it was horrible. It
And
was
nobody
like it
and
was. Oh no, camera there.
well, and the people and it was supposed to be made with the whole idea of, like, trying to attract China, to
Mm-hmm.
get more, views, when in China. I think this was about the time, like, when it was, like, 215, sorry, 2013, 2015, 2017. The people were really trying to make movies to cater to China, and they hated it. They didn't like the actress that played the
No, it's just like you're
Mulan.
trying
They
to.
hated it.
It's like, are you trying to out China? I'm like, I don't get it. I was like, I really don't get it. It's like they were trying to do Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, and some other stuff with it. It just didn't. It's like it didn't work. It
Yeah.
just really did not work at all. SW Tilt Angel 88T. If I
Oh,
never knew you. Which song was that from?
um,
I feel like I'm missing something. You're gonna have to tell me. I need some context. But nice
oh.
seeing you in the chat. Welcome, welcome. I haven't seen you here before. Let's see. China loved Kung Fu Panda. Now, Kung Fu Panda was fun.
Yeah.
That was fun, like to watch, especially with each animal being picked for a specific reason. It made, it made sense. Of course, it's like tigress, you had dragons. Of course, you had, pandas. Like, who would expect a panda to be like a kung fu, warrior? But each animal was specifically picked and used, in the right way, like the wise, like Uguay, the very wise, turtle. That made sense. He's lived there for like forever,
Hmm.
you know. Oh,
Yeah.
thank you. Yeah, that song was missing. Someone had told us earlier that that's in the extended version, so I'm gonna have to look that up because I
Okay.
wanna I want to hear that song. Shoot.
Because I know that there's that one song, what it goes like, what you knew you never knew, something like that, but that's a different song, right? And I think,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
I'm gonna have
So,
to look that up because man, I really need to see that. Yeah, it was yeah, it was pretty good. It's like it did a respectable amount of money, in the theater. It was one of those where, it made its money back. People for the most part pretty much liked it. And then when it got put out on oh my gosh, like on DVD, it still made more money because people wanted it and they wanted to relive, they wanted to relive the experience. And thank you, Kiss My Grits, for the 4.99 super chat. Would
yeah.
love for y'all to have a watch party for The Wizard, the ultimate 80s gamer movie. I don't think
Yes,
I've
I
ever
think
seen that
I
one.
actually reviewed that movie, The Wizard. Um,
Hmm. The
it is,
Wizard.
yeah,
Oh man. It's been ages, I think, since I've seen this flick. Huh.
yeah.
We'll have to put that one. We'll have to put that one on the pile. We have so many of them to go through. Thank you, Kiss My
Yeah,
Grits. I should
that's a good one.
appreciate that. Maybe that's why there's a wizard in the 80s tribute store at Universal in the
Oh!
arcade room. Yeah, there's a wizard that's in there.
Oh gosh, that arcade room was so cool.
It I'm amazed about just how good of a job they did with
Oh,
that,
yeah.
with just the game cabinets, and then
Yeah,
some of them had like graphics in it for like the games that were like one-offs of other games. Yeah, it was so much fun. And when you where you go to get like the treats and everything,
yeah,
um what's I gonna say? Where you go to get the treats, you know how like back in the day when they had, the prizes that you get the tickets and get the prizes for. Well, the tickets are actually like in the millions now. So adjusted for inflation
nice.
for all the prizes. So that was pretty funny. So yeah, I'll have to keep
Yeah.
that in
After
mind.
your stream, I went to Amazon to see if I could find any of some of the I was looking for the shark mug, and I did find one, but it's really super expensive. And I found a Back to the Future mug, the one with the skateboard on the side. I was like,
Hmm.
"Oh, man, if I had play money, that's what I would get."
Well,
Ah,
I'm working on it because some people have been asking about getting some stuff from the tribute store, which is going to be open all summer. So I'm trying to
yeah.
see if there's some kind of way for members we can do some kind of like mass purchase, so to speak.
Ooh,
But
okay. Yeah.
I'm working on it because there's just too much good stuff in there. Oh my gosh,
Yeah, yeah, the
too much
shirts.
good.
Oh, god.
The
So nice.
shirts, the hoodies. I mean, they really do such a
Backpack
they do such an
for
awesome.
Jaws was insane. That was crazy, and also the one for, the bag for Back to the Future with the whole, like, printout of the numbers and everything. I was like, "What?" So
Crazy.
cool.
I
That's
can't.
an
Yeah, gonna be
insane.
awesome. Gonna be awesome. I did that live stream on Friday, so go back and watch through that. It's Universal does such an awesome job with their tribute stores. They really do.
Yeah,
They
guys,
really
check that
do.
out. If you are like stuff from the '80s, that one was special. That one was special.
That was fun. Thank you. I had a blast doing that. I'm like, showing people, look at this stuff. I swear they went to, I don't know, some kind of estate sale or whatever and pulled out all of the old stuff from the 80s, including dot matrix printers. Yeah,
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh my god. And the floppy
yeah.
disk. I was like, "What?" I was like, "Wow."
Was perfect. Oh my gosh. Well, thank you guys so much for hanging out with
Oh,
us.
it's
Next week we're gonna be watching, oh my gosh, we're gonna be watching Mulan. I'm gonna be singing
oh.
through this one, especially I'll Make a Man Out of You.
Oh, that's a good one, yeah. I'm gonna make
That
sure I put
one.
it on my list, yeah.
I'll Make a Man Out of You. And I forget the song, but the one where they were singing about their, like, basically their dream girl. They're talking about, what they would like, the aspects they would like her to have. It's such a fun film. Again, we're going through these Disney princess films. I think this is going to be the last one for a little bit because there's a couple of there's stuff we got back to. We got to get back to Star Trek, back to some other films. But yeah, we will definitely be watching. Definitely going to be watching Mulan. Um, Thank you, Moonbeam, a girl worth fighting for.
What's that?
That is the song in
Oh,
Mulan,
oh, in Mulan?
where all of the soldiers, including, Mulan, who's,
Yeah.
dressed like a man, and they all talk about, their dream girl worth fighting for. It's hilarious.
Oh my
It's
god.
such a fun song. Yeah. It's such a fun song. And it was great. I forgot that song. LOL, LOL. I just love the part where she's like a girl who speaks her mind, and they're like, nah. But it's so cool with the stuff that what the song is freaking genius.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that one. Let's see. First of all, thank you for subscribing, Galactic Audacity. I
Ooh,
like that.
that
Thank
is a
you
cool
so
name.
much.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for subscribing. And let me answer this question really, 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 really quick. Thoughts on Tiana's ride through video?
Ooh.
Um, it's a snoozer. Uh, yeah, yeah. I have so many issues with it, but no, no, it's
The one thing I okay,
yeah.
so we're not gonna get into it too much, but one thing I was just looking at some of the visuals of things, and I really don't feel like any of it says New Orleans to me or Nolans, and it doesn't have the flavor. It just doesn't. Um, and I know because
Mm-mm.
I've been there and I have family there, like a lot of family. And so it doesn't make you feel like it actually is. Um, so yeah, that just seems kind of odd. Except for a couple things that say Tiana's name on it. So
Yeah, I
like, oh, okay, this is Tiana.
like, is it? Okay, but I'm sitting there, I'm like looking at it, and just like you, it's just like it doesn't say New Orleans. We didn't get the what was in the concept art, was where you had, the tree, Mama Odie's tree, and the boat that was in the tree, and you
Yeah.
had, it looked like the bayou. There was no big huge hill. There was like the bayou, and then there was a tree,
Yeah.
for Mama Odie's tree. But apparently, they went with the concept art, and Imagineering was like, no, we can't do that. But they had already said that. So if you go and look at the concept art that we were shown,
Mhm.
then go back and look at what we got. It's like we got it from Wish or something, like that,
Mm.
literally, like what you thought you were going to get, you know, it's just, it's not there. Tiana, you constantly see her in pants. Yeah, I got an issue with that because in the 1920s, women did not wear pants. Okay.
Mm.
They did not. Progressive women up north did, but according to my great grandma, oh, heck no. Mm-mm. You didn't do that. But they
Yeah.
had like long skirts, they had, lighter clothes. They would have their hair tied up, either, tied up in a hair tie,
Yeah.
head wrap, or you would have this big, huge hat to keep the sun, off of you. So
Yes.
that would
Mhm.
actually look authentic. So every time I see Tiana in pants looking like she's about to go on an Arctic expedition or something like that, that takes me out of it.
Yeah, and I think that is the effort is to try to make Tiana look like she's an adventurer, and she is a woman who specifically wants to have a restaurant. I don't know. I'm trying to figure this out. Even if I heard that the theme was also her hunting for an ingredient for her
Mhm.
for
Gumbo,
jambalaya. Oh, gumbo.
gumbo.
And
Mhm.
uh that's all
Uh.
I have to say.
I
What I have to say is like, okay.
this is what y'all came up with. I
Look, if a couple of kids go in there and they're happy, I think then I'm like, okay, that's what it's for. But
yeah.
as far as for like a grown-ups that really want or people who are actually paying attention to the actual movie, what I'm seeing, it doesn't really correlate at all.
No, and
Mm,
even for kids
sad.
who've seen the film,
Yeah.
there's a height restriction. So there's some kids who weren't gonna get to even ride the attraction.
Oh,
Yeah, due to the height restriction, and also when you create attractions that are based on films, usually people are going through those attractions to experience those same emotions that they
yes,
saw,
yes, yes, yes.
in the films. And it's just
Mhm.
like there's maybe one or two songs. It's not like all the songs from the film. And some kids will probably enjoy it. Like, oh, it's a lot of visuals and everything to look at, but story wise, because kids do like a story, and it's kind of just like, well, where's the story? Where was Splash
Yeah.
Mountain? As soon as you got in the queue, you knew Burr Rabbit was always getting into stuff he shouldn't be getting into. He was always trying to get in trouble. All of his friends kept saying how much he was going to get into trouble. So by the time you got in the attraction as a kid, you're like, "Ooh, what's this rabbit gonna do and get in trouble? He's
Yeah.
always running away." And then, oh no, he got caught. What's gonna happen to him? Because kids like stories. That's what they grab onto.
Mhm.
But this is just kind of like, okay, we're going on a boat ride, to mom's house. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
We're just gonna ride, look at the dancing okra, over there, and
Yeah,
just and
I
just
heard
look
from
at
some people that it's like, "Oh, it's not as bad as you think it is," or, "It's okay." And I'm like, "Well, I'm sure that, when you're paying money to get into the place, you're not paying for an okay experience, you know?"
and that's it, because we talk about, there's a thing as the Disney difference.
Yeah.
It's Six
Oh,
Flags could do this better. I
okay.
think Six Flags would be
Okay.
embarrassed actually to do that,
Yeah,
which you can't, you can't have that. Like you're saying, people are spending money
yeah,
to experience these attractions. You're going there to get this experience you can't get anywhere else. And it's an okay attraction, but Disney is more than just okay.
yeah. Oh,
It's
I'm
like
so
that's
glad that Moonbeam subscribed. Yay, thank you, for
oh,
subscribing, Moonbeam.
thank you.
One of my subscribers and, came
Uh,
over. So, yes, thank you for subscribing to Lorena because she's got an amazing channel. You're gonna love it. Gonna love it.
oh, thank you. Thank you. And my peeps, go subscribe to Retro Nerd Girls channel. I'm telling you, if you like nobody does throwback movies reviews like she does. I mean, for real, you gotta go. You gotta go and
Oh,
check that out. Yes, I did talk about that, and this is a longer discussion, but yes, a lot of it is problematic. And let's just say when people do things for the sake of trying to do things and they have no clue about what they're doing, yeah, it's a big it's not the best. And they're actually selling hot sauce.
okay.
This is just me, but why are you gonna drop money on hot sauce at a theme park? I don't, again, I'll get into it, but let's just say I think Leah Chase is turning around in her grave, finding out that they're basically using her restaurant to sell hot sauce
Mm,
for the most part. And yes, yes,
that's a
Dr.
shame.
Facil, yeah, he's not on the ride. He was not on the ride. Yeah, and that was a lost opportunity, man.
Yeah, I mean,
Can you
because
imagine going up? Oh, sorry, go ahead, my dear.
no, that would have worked, and that if he would if he was trying to stop Tiana from getting the secret ingredients and, or if he was hiding in the bushes and doing something mysterious, something exciting. I think people really want to be entertained and he was wonderful. He was so wonderful.
He was great. I mean, can you imagine going up the hill and you keep hearing, "Are you ready?" And like, "No, I'm not ready. I'm not ready at all." But you try to get this special ingredient, and now you're in trouble trying to get that special ingredient. And now the Shadow Man's gonna turn you into something. It's so much about
Yeah.
that. But I would say, in general, from what I understand, they wanted to create an attraction that would not be scary. And I'm like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, well, I mean, why then have haunted mansion? Uh,
Exactly.
you know, like
Snow White's Scary Adventures, that used to scare the crap out of me, but I loved it. Because at the end, but when they're telling, Snow White, run, run away, and you see like the lightning crash, and she's running, and you go through one part, and it turns around. You see the evil queen from the back, and she turns around, and she's like the old hag. I was like, oh my god, that's so freaking scary. But that's what you. That's part of. That's
well, I
part
mean,
of the fun.
yeah. And then you're going on these on these rides. A lot of the rides are scary. I mean, just by nature.
Mhm.
So I don't get it. I don't understand it. Who's running the
Yeah,
place?
I know. Mm, yeah, people running the place are the ones that just I don't know. There's this disconnect
Yeah.
from imagination. There's this disconnect from basic storytelling, and even when it comes to children's stories, like there's a reason why Grimm's fairy tales is so beloved for years. Even Hans Christian Andersen, go back and read the original The
Oh,
Little
yeah.
Mermaid.
It's wonderful. It's wonderful. I have seen at least, 7 to 8 different versions of Little Mermaid, and I love every single one. I haven't seen the recent one, though, but I have seen almost, like, pretty much all of them, and they're all like, "What? And what happened?" And the ones before Disney are all really dark.
Yes,
Great.
Hansel and Gretel, man, they shut that
Ooh,
chick up in the oven. I'm telling you, that one taught me, somebody's trying to
there's
give you free candy. You need to
have
get
you ever seen the Tim Burton version of Hansel and Gretel? That is sick because they have little kids that have been baked into a gingerbread man, and they're all around the house, and then the spell breaks, there's all these children all over the place. It's crazy. And you know
it.
who's playing the evil witch? It's, Joan Collins.
Oh, oh, oh,
Yeah.
wow.
It
I
was
gotta
great.
watch that again. I haven't seen that in like
Gosh, it's
in
so
like
good.
ages. But all
Yeah.
of those children's stories, they had an element of danger to them because there was a story in there, especially with Little Red Riding Hood.
Oh,
You don't
yeah.
talk to strangers,
Yeah.
besides the hi bye whatever, because she was
Yeah.
warned about that. It's like, why, and then you find that out. So
Yeah.
yeah, we used to get those. That it's okay to scare kids. I used to
Yeah.
be scared to death I was going to get kidnapped, which is why that movie, The
Yes.
Black Phone, is so good. I don't know
Okay, I
if you've
never heard of
seen
it.
that one yet
Yeah.
from Bloomhouse. It's rated PG-13. It's not blood gory.
Mm.
It's more thriller gory, like Megan, like Imaginary. The reasons why they're so scary is because there's that just kind of like that internal um, things that scare kids, like getting kidnapped. You see people on the news, there's like the kids on a milk carton, and you hear some dudes going around kidnapping kids off the street. That's like one. The doll that seems a little too alive, or you
Yeah.
have a teddy bear who is like talking to you, and
Invisible
when
friends, yeah.
yes, invisible friends, stuff like that. I mean, it's too sheltering,
Yeah.
in a way. There's always supposed to be some kind of element of danger in there because there's a lesson to be learned from that. But
I
apparently,
and I
Disney don't
think
want to do it anymore.
and I think also too, there's something really exciting about being scared when you're little. I don't know what it is. It's like, when you tell a kid a scary story, they're like reel in a little closer because they want to hear, okay, well, what happens next? And to like, try to make everything so unscary and saccharine is just doing an injustice to them. I feel, um,
Yeah.
and it's almost like destroying curiosity in many ways.
Mm,
But
it is. It
yeah,
is because
yeah.
there's another film, and thank you, Charles Ratliff. I'm going to read out your super chat in a little bit. Um, the Tim Burton movie Coraline.
I haven't seen it yet. I've been hearing, like the guy that I'm gonna do the Q&A with tomorrow for the Heroines Labyrinth, um, Doug A. Burton. He has been raving about Coraline and how good it is, and I'm like, oh my god, I probably need to see this, but it's the button eyes I can't get past.
The that's that was the thing with me. It's like they had the button eyes, and
I
then
don't
you
know if I can
see
do it.
this you see this doll that shows up, and kids just think that it's simply innocent, that it's this doll. What kind of harm could it possibly do? And what if you met someone who is the mother you wish you had?
Yes, yes.
Very interesting premise. There were some parts of that where I'm like, ooh, that's really, really,
And then
really dark.
And then my other fear, which is in the movie, is spiders. And so I'm like, okay, great. This is like my nightmare come to life. Thank you.
And that's why Tim Burton movies are so darn popular. Like The Nightmare Before Christmas, there's some scary crap that's in there, but man, I can't stop watching.
Love.
I love that darn movie.
I love
That
it
is
all. Yeah, from
one of
that
my
movie.
favorites. Well, Charles,
Yeah,
thank you so much for this $10 super chat, my dear. Says,
thank
love
you.
you, Lorena and
Thank
Retro
you.
Nerd Girl. Thank you so, so very much, my dear.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. So appreciate your support of both of our channels. And
Yes.
speaking of both of our channels, Retro Nerd Girl, what do you have going on?
Well,
Let
I
people know
didn't.
what's happening.
Yeah, well, I did mention I have a big Q&A going on tomorrow with Douglas A. Burton. You guys all know about the hero's journey, but there's also another kind of storytelling, which is called the heroine's labyrinth, which really follows the feminine storyline that is often sometimes in many of our like favorite movies and stories that we've heard since the dawn of time, really. And so he's broken that down in a book, and we're going to talk about it tomorrow. So if anybody wants to come join me tomorrow, uh, do so and ask as many questions as possible. I asked him about what's wrong with Ray Skywalker, and boy, did he unload on me a whole bunch of
Wow.
fantastic answers. And yeah, he's got some great analogies. So that's happening tomorrow. Next week, I'm gonna probably be doing, the typical live shows, but my watch party is gonna be The Hobbit, 1977. Let's go all the way back. So
That
I can't wait to see that. And that's a different type of animation, but I'm ready for it. I'm like, okay, let's sit down and watch and observe this, Ralph Bakshi animation. Should be really great.
I love that one. That one is like one of my all-time favorite
Yeah,
animated uh animated films is The Hobbit. I mean, I didn't read the books, but I
I
saw
didn't.
that one so many times. I absolutely I love it. I love it. I love it. So folks, definitely check out all the cool stuff Retro Nerd Girl has going
Oh,
on
thank
with
you.
her channel. You will not regret it whatsoever. And thank you for that, Moonbeam. Yeah, Selleck directed the night. Thank you. Thank you. Sometimes they all kind of start to run together, especially with the same names.
Yes, yes, yes. Because I think Tim Burton produced it, though. I think
Mhm.
there's a commonality between him and Henry that is, yeah, which was produced by Tim Burton. So yeah, that's the connective tissue.
Yeah, yeah, I love that. Oh, I love you're going. Oh my gosh, you're freaking gonna love Coraline. Oh, that's just amazing. I love it. I love it. And hello, Anonymous says good
Hi.
morning, Lorena Creole and Lorena and guest. Yes, good to
Nice
see you,
to see you.
Anonymous. Good to see you. I'm glad you're here. As for myself, if I get my things together, I'm going to have a video premiering tomorrow, a vlog that I made from the Magic Kingdom. I dropped over the Polynesian for lunch. Then I went over to the Magic Kingdom to go look at some of the Tiana's Bayou adventure stuff that's going on because they removed the construction wall. So now you can actually see what's going on from the
Mm.
outside. So I went to see that. And I also checked out the Smelephants on Parade uh, activity. I use that term loosely, activity. Um, so I have that vlog out tomorrow for you guys to check out. And of course, tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern, welcome to Florida. Crazy Florida man stories.
Oh
Florida
boy.
man versus the neighborhood. Because Florida man just really has a habit of just aggravating people in the neighborhood. That's just just something that he does. Monday, of course, Manic Monday at the Magic Kingdom, 7
Mm.
p.m. So we're going to be checking out again Tiana's Bio Adventure. We're going to be checking that out in the evening. Then we're going to be watching the fireworks from the Magic Kingdom at one of
Oh,
my
wow.
prized places to watch, which is wonderful, enjoyable, and you don't have to deal with the sea of humanity of people at the Magic Kingdom to watch it. So make sure you're there for that. And also Tuesday for channel members, yeah, we're gonna be watching The Acolyte. Told y'all it was gonna
Oh.
happen. We are definitely going to be watching The Acolyte. You know how we do. It's a webinar. Look for the announcement video that will drop on Tuesday. You'll see a post in the community tab where I will post the webinar. All you don't need anything extra. Just bring your snack, your best burns, and yourself and click the link. And we're going to be watching and roasting The Acolyte, because after those episodes air, I like to upload you guys reviewing it so people can see what's going on. So yes, I am live. This is my sister. Yes, I'm live. Little
Oh,
monsters won't go to bed.
hi.
Oh my gosh. Yes,
Oh,
I am live. But it's late. Y'all need to go to bed. This is my sister. I love her to death.
oh.
Trying to get her on the channel. Hopefully she's going to be visiting soon, and I can bring her up on the channel. So yes, I love you. Tell the little monsters. Yes, I'm live, but y'all need to go to bed. We're about to wrap up. So you guys can watch tomorrow. Watch tomorrow. Tomorrow after breakfast. I can't wait for the roasting of the acolyte. I can't either. That's gonna keep me sane, because from what I heard, the first two episodes are okay, and then after that,
Oh,
mm-mm, that's what I heard. But
well, I know you're like pretty much you guys are falling on the sword for everybody because I'm not watching it right now, at least. Maybe in a couple of months I might watch it.
y'all can just live through my pain, because that's what I'm here to fall on that grenade for y'all. Um, no, we haven't finished the Defunct Land video. We're gonna get back to that though. We're gonna get back to that eventually, sometime
Yeah.
over the summer. So first of all, so glad you guys were all here.
Oh,
Thank you so
mhm.
very much, very much. Amy Jo Johnson, you're too kind. Thank you so much,
Oh,
my
thank
dear.
you.
Hey,
Love
Rob says,
you.
hey, big kid with money. Cool movie night. Ladies, good night. Yes, I am. I'm like a big kid. Good to see you. Good to see you. Thank you so very much. And with that said, we're going to wrap this up. Make sure that you subscribe to Retro Nerd Girl and check out what she's got happening tomorrow. Make sure you're subscribed to me. And of course, we will see you all next time. Much love.
Take
Bye.
care.